Greetings, seekers of ancient truths. Welcome, travelers of myth and mystery. Today, we unravel the tale of Hemera, the forgotten titaness of day, whose radiance once wove the fabric of existence. While the world remembers Zeus, Hades, and the mighty Olympians, Hemera lingers in the shadows, a silent force behind the cycles of time, but no more. Her story is one of light and darkness, of creation and oblivion, of war and exile, of a world that took her for granted. If you love the grandeur of mythology, the weight of philosophical destiny, and the echoes of a past long buried, then this tale is for you. Before we dive into the abyss of forgotten time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Who is your favorite mythical being? Rulers, warriors, demons, angels, or creatures of legend? I want to hear your thoughts. Now, brace yourselves as we walk into the first dawn of the world. The birth of light and shadow. Before the Olympians, before the Titans, before even chaos, there was nothing but an infinite void. An abyss without form, a silence without name. There was no time, no distance, no boundary between what was and what could be. It was a universe without a heartbeat, a reality without memory. But from this nothingness, two great forces emerged. Nyx, the goddess of night, and Erebus, the embodiment of deep darkness. Nyx, vast and unknowable, stretched her shadow across all things, a great and endless night that knew no dawn. Erebus, thick and suffocating, wrapped the cosmos in his embrace, a void so deep that even thought could not escape it. For an eternity beyond reckoning, they were alone. But darkness, no matter how absolute, cannot remain unchallenged forever. And so, from their union, something new was born. Hemera, the light that would cleave through the abyss, the dawn that would tear through the formless night. She did not come quietly. When Hemera opened her golden eyes for the first time, the fabric of existence shuddered. Where her gaze fell, shadows recoiled. Where she stretched her arms, color bled into the blackness. And where she walked, the first horizon was drawn, splitting the world into two realms, light and darkness, day and night. But she was not alone. Alongside her rose ether, the bright and pure sky, her twin in radiance. If Hemera was the force of light itself, then ether was the boundless expanse that carried it. Together, they shaped the world above, weaving the first cycle of time. Yet, even in creation, there was conflict. The eternal cycle, the dance of night and day. Nyx, the great and ancient mother, watched in silence as her daughter's light spread across the heavens. The eternal night, once unchallenged, was now broken into pieces, fractured by a force she could neither command nor destroy. There was no open war, no spoken curse. Nyx was not a goddess of reckless wrath, but she was patient, and patience is often more terrible than rage. Rather than strike against Hemera, she wove a great law, a cycle that neither could break. Hemera and Nyx would never meet, never touch, never speak. One would rise and the other would fall, in an endless pursuit across the heavens. When Hemera's light stretched across the land, Nyx would retreat to the depths of the world. And when Hemera's journey ended, Nyx would rise again, swallowing everything in darkness. This was the first great balance, the first cosmic order. It was not peace, but it was harmony. And for an age, it endured. But Hemera, unlike the Olympians who would follow, was not a goddess who craved worship. She did not demand temples, did not seek prayers. She simply was. Mortals marked their lives by her passage. Titans and gods alike lived beneath her gaze, but none truly understood her. She was as inevitable as breath, as constant as thought. And for many, that was enough. Until war came to the heavens, the war of gods and the dimming of Hemera. The world grew restless, and with it, power shifted. The Titan Cronus took the throne from Uranus, casting the first great shadow over creation. And for a time, the Titans ruled, mighty and unchallenged. But fate is never kind to those who believe themselves eternal. From the depths of Rhea's sorrow, from the hunger of an unborn king, Zeus rose to shatter the world. The Titanomachy, the war between Titans and Olympians, was unlike any conflict before it. The heavens cracked under the weight of divine fury. Mountains crumbled into the sea. The sky itself became a battlefield of fire and thunder. And in this chaos, Hemera's cycle was broken. For the first time, night and day bled into one another. The sun rose against the backdrop of stars. Shadows stretched long past their time. The boundary that Hemera had woven was torn apart by war, and as the battle raged, something within her changed. Hemera was not a warrior. She did not wield lightning like Zeus, nor did she carve through flesh like Ares. But she was not powerless. In her heart burned the first dawn, a fire that could never be extinguished. And so she stood upon the battlefield of gods, watching as Titans fell and Olympus rose, and she realized something terrible. They did not see her. Zeus, victorious, cast the Titans into the abyss of Tartarus, reshaping the world in his own image. But he did not name Hemera among the new order. He did not give her dominion over light. Instead, he turned to Helios, god of the sun, and gave him the chariot of the heavens. He turned to Eos, goddess of the dawn, and granted her the honor of heralding each new day. Hemera, the first light, was forgotten. And so, without protest, without fury, she faded into the unseen corners of the cosmos. A forgotten light. The fate of Hemera. The gods who came after her did not know her name. The mortals who walked beneath the heavens did not speak of her. The world moved on, and Hemera became nothing more than a whisper lost in time. But legends, even those buried beneath the weight of ages, do not die so easily. Some say that Hemera did not vanish, but withdrew beyond the edges of the world, where Oceanus flows in an endless circuit. There, she waits, watching as the gods she once illuminated weave their own fates. There are whispers that in the final days, when the Olympians fall and the heavens tremble, Hemera will return. The golden chariot that once bore her light will rise again, and for one last time, she will shine brighter than ever before. And then, as the old world crumbles, she will fade into eternity. Perhaps she was never meant to rule. Perhaps her purpose was never to be worshipped. Perhaps Hemera was meant to remind the gods and mortals alike that even the grandest of forces, even the most constant of truths, can be overlooked until they are no more. What will you remember? Thus ends the tale of Hemera, the first light, the forgotten dawn. But tell me, seekers of myths, what do you think? Should the world remember her name? Was she a mere force of nature or a goddess unjustly cast aside? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Who is your favorite mythical figure? A king, a warrior, a demon, an angel, or a beast of legend? And if you enjoyed this journey into the depths of mythology, don't forget to like and subscribe. More tales of gods, monsters, and forgotten powers await. Until next time, may your days be bright and your nights filled with dreams of ancient wonders.